I'm really excited today because I have something kind of special to show you. Because I have something that I have prepared for you. I have prepared something for you guys, and it's gonna be really fun. So I posted on Twitter earlier today that we were gonna be going over some hear me outs. I've prepared some. I didn't have time to put all of them into the PowerPoint presentation that I have prepared for you. So I do have like a good amount, but I wanted to read some of them out loud from the PowerPoint, and then I'm gonna go on my phone and scroll through Twitter a little bit. So welcome to the Hear Me Out presentation that I've so graciously started for you. Our presentation today. Hear Me Out characters from Twitter, and also mine are in there, but I'm not saying which ones. You have to guess. So I went through and added some of the more, like, I don't know if I would call them basic, but like you look at them and you're like, yeah, I can see it. Or you're like, yeah, okay. We'll address some stuff in a second. First rule, we have a couple of characters that are not allowed. And look, let's be honest. I've gone through this trend like everywhere just to like see what people are saying, because anytime there's like oh, hear me out, it's like, oh, we girl with ponytail and glasses. Bruh. Oh, hear me out, guys. Like, okay, man. We're not adding Rouge the Bat. We're not adding Rouge the Bat to the hear me out. She has tits. There's no reason that she should be on a hear me out. I mean, come on. Kobu is a basic answer at this point, I'm not gonna lie. I like my Master Chief, but he is a bit basic. This is Envy's true form from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is supposed to be like the pinnacle of ugliness. And then we have Envy's disguised form, or homunculus form, that they were the rest of the show. If I see one person coming, hear me out, attractive character, I'm banning you for 30 minutes, I'm telling you. Okay, so we're starting off pretty basic. This answer came from Twitter. Here's the Ghost Devil from Chainsaw Man. This was submitted from Twitter. I'm not gonna lie. Anything that has like a lot of arms, or just has like a human face, or honestly, the face is like human. So I feel like this isn't, oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm a freak. I don't know. I can't tell if I'm the freak or, because honestly, this doesn't seem like that bad. This one doesn't seem like the hand job. It doesn't look, it's not the worst. It's not the worst that I've seen. But yeah, so introducing it, well, it's just, don't worry, I'll be gentle. And it's just 30 hands, just rip that shit. Okay, I mean, she's covered in flowers. She looks like, wait, hold on. How many of these are hands and how many of these are legs? Because I can't tell which are knees and which are elbows. That's very, that determines where she is on the list. As for, we'll say 1 is like, can be like attractive character, very attractive character, like, yeah, I get it. And then 10 is like straight jacket, like, get the fuck away from me. I don't want to see you. I don't want to get out of this chat. I don't want you around. Yeah, Ghost Devil from Chainsaw Man. We'll say like 6.5 out of 10. Randall from Monsters Inc. Okay, because if I know who did the voice for Randall, because I know that he has a pretty nice voice that I like. Let's see. Who did the voice of him? You're lying. Are you serious? I had no idea. I had no idea it was him. Stop right this very moment. I like his voice. I don't know. It's like asshole, like kind of just like slimy, I guess. I don't know. Do not fucking say that.
You still think this is about that stupid scare record?
I do not deserve that man. He's driven. He wants to be number one at the company. He'll do whatever it takes. Some slight crime. I mean, never hurt anybody. I mean, in the end, did anyone actually get hurt? Let's talk about it. For Randall, that is a lizard. Well, chameleon, really. Lizard, chameleon, monster, alien guy. You know what? I'll also give him a 6.5 because, like, I could see it, but that's also a lizard. Who's next? Okay. This was from Twitter. Let me make that very clear. I don't want y'all to guess that this was mine. I'm spoiling it now. We have Mrs. Pepper from Blue's Clues. 3 holes, hear me out. Hear this. Where's Mr. Salt? I mean, he's kind of in there. He's kind of there. Look, whenever I was typing in Mrs. Pepper, I was only getting pictures of both of them together because they like whatever. But yeah, this was. Oh, he in there! Shut the fuck up! Shut up! He's not. Mr. Salt's in the cook chair. That is a. Yeah, that's an 8, I think, for me. This is a pepper shaker. 1 MILF, 2 3 holes. Oh, stop! You guys are disgusting. Okay. I forgot about this one. So someone commented this on Twitter, and I don't know if it's like for the meme. I'm not gonna. This is food. Oh, sorry. This was my recipes slideshow. Nope. I posted this on Twitter this morning, and I will read it aloud. Hear me out. ... Omu rice. I've been pining to make love to this dish for months. Washi spread. Oh, Dexter, say it again in your accent. Yo, threesome, Mrs. Pepper, me, Omu rice. You know what? Let's make it. Let's add one more. Bring out that gravy they pour on it. Well, I'm gonna throw this out. Thing about Omu rice being on a hear me out cake is that you can only do it one time. I'm gonna give this a 5. People have been doing that with food for longer than we've been alive. Let's just be completely honest. You know, I had to reverse search this to find out what his name was. I recognize him from James and the Giant Peach, but I haven't seen that movie in such a long time, so I had to remember. And apparently his name is just Mr. Centipede, which he sure is not. Fucking. Let's be appropriate. Let's be a little appropriate in the comments, please. We're not. He was Was he human size? I thought James was shrunk down to bug size. I feel like in this particular, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna make fun of me for not seeing the movie, so I lied and said that I had seen it. I haven't actually seen it, and I'm a fraud, and I'm sorry. I cannot, well, I can tell a lie, I just did, but I have to come clean. I actually never saw the movie. I'm sorry! But if we're talking about doing that with the centipede, he's got a lot of arms. He's got a lot of hands. Let's not be honest. I mean, let's not lie. So I give this guy, he looks nice. He looks like a nice, I get it. I get this. I say, we'll give him a 5.5. I think he's pretty pleasant looking. 5.5, 6. Especially, he looks like he'd have like one of those like funky like Brooklyn accents. That'd be so fun. Do y'all know who this is? I feel like a certain demographic of people know who this is. Me being one of them. So this was from a PBS show called Cyber Chase, and her name is Motherboard. And I know, whenever someone commented this on Twitter, I was like, Motherboard, yes! So this was for the kids who did not have cable. This was for the kids that didn't have cable. This is Cyber Chase. This was a math show. And I remember having a crush on one of the characters, and it wasn't her, but now that I'm getting older, Motherboard. She's great. She had like this really like, I'm not gonna say sultry because it was a kid's show, but it was like a deep voice.
Be careful and remember, all of cyberspace is counting on you.
And she was always like telling them like, okay, like here's the da 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 mission for the day. This is what's happening. Oh my God, this is the math. And she was in every episode, and I love her. I'm voting this a 1 because I love Motherboard, and you do not need to convince me. So I put mine on the next slide because I was originally gonna put them, kind of just like sprinkle them in, but not gonna lie, I ran out of time. So I put all of mine at the end. So, and then we're gonna go and read some on Twitter, and I'll show you what they look like. There's a couple that we have to talk about. Some of these I've definitely like mentioned before, but I'd like to go more in depth if we could. Starting with the first. Starting with first, it's Master Hand from, specifically from Super Smash Bros. Melee. Yeah, this is why I was talking about Master Hand. For those who haven't played Super Smash Bros. Melee, he's also in Brawl 2, but this is where I was introduced to him. He was just a hand. He went like, he sat, well, technically it would be like this. And he would sometimes like, just like go across the screen. Sometimes he'd like turn his hand to like a gun or something, and you just smack him. And whenever he came in, he's like, so he's got a deep voice. I don't really have anything else to tell you. Next, we have Father from Codename Kids Next Door. He was like the overarching like main villain until the movie came out. And he was just like this really just bad dude. Well, for like a kid show.
This kid doesn't get out much, does he?
Where like the stakes of the entire show was whether or not ice cream exists or something like that. Something with just like hardly any sort of effect on the real world, and I love it. Yeah, no, he loves his Rocky Road, and then he's just a crying little pathetic man mess, and honestly, I'm there for it. He sounds like Norm Macdonald, but it's not. It's someone else, but I swear it sounds just like him. He's very, very pathetic, and honestly, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So the symbol next to father, I don't think I've seen anyone mention it. But this is Xana from Code Lyoko. Code Lyoko was a French animated show that aired around what, like 2006, 2008, something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Victory!
Look, the thing is, we don't even get to see what Xana looks like. Xana is it's basically a computer virus. I mean, at least in the Digimon movie, we get to see what Diaboromon looks like. We don't even get to see what Xana looks like. It's just this symbol with some menacing, just like air around him. And it's literally, it's, I don't know. I don't know. There was something about it that just seems like kind of dangerous, I guess. But I don't really have much to say about Xana because there isn't really anything to say about him. We don't know what he looks like. He doesn't have lines. He doesn't speak. He's just a presence. And I like it. I don't know. He's supposed to be really strong. For those of you who do not play League of Legends, the character next to Xana, this is Karthus. His name is Karthus. He's a lich. And he has this voice line when yes, Karthus wildly loved for how much skill it takes to play him. I'm just going to yank the R key off of my keyboard, thanks. But yeah, he has a voice line and he's like, agony, ecstasy, peace, each one a something, something, something.
Agony, ecstasy, peace. Every passing has a beauty all its own.
And he has one of those, like, it's like a ghostly voice. Like, you can hear, like, the actor doing it, but they have, like, a like, in the background. And it's just like, and it's so good. And he's also supposed to be, like, lore-wise, he's also really strong. I'm seeing a pattern. I'm seeing a pattern here. We're gonna skip Karthus and go to the Lich King from World of Warcraft. The Lich King. I just like being told what to do. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, I take orders well, I guess. But yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. I like my men dead and filled with the desire to kill me, or just dead inside in general. So I'll read out my honorable mentions to you guys. Let's see. Let me type this in so I can like show you a picture. So I don't know how to explain this one, so I'm not going to. I'm going to just show a picture and we're going to move on. Okay? So, honorable mention, the hazmat suits. from Monsters Inc.
Coming through, watch yourself.
This one I've talked about a couple of times, and it is another League of Legends character. In fact, I made like a TikTok that got like a decent amount of like traction for it. Here's Tom Kedge from League of Legends. He sounds like Gambit.
I see nothing splendiferous in this table's offerings.
He sounds like Gambit. Let's be honest. We all gourmandize from time to time. It's peak. That's all you can really say. It's longer than his shut up.
Bruh.
Stop. We have a 2319. We have a 2319. I'll just say both of them. Both Ozzy and Drix from from Ozzy and Drix. Either one is fine. I'm not gonna lie. I like both of them. It's a little hard to choose which one is the best one. I do have one more to add, but it's one of those one that's more or less supposed to be funny rather than like, because all like most of the hear me out to see is like, oh, the xenomorph from Alien, and it's just Wilson from House. I've been watching a lot of House. I've been watching a lot of House recently. And he is for sure the best character, I'm not gonna lie. All right, cool. So we went through all of mine. So now I get to read some of the ones from Twitter. If they're inappropriate, like if the picture's inappropriate, I won't show it. I'm just gonna leave you to look it up. I actually didn't know who this was, but Nora from Atomic Heart. I had to look her up. This is a refrigerator, I think. This is a fridge. This is an air conditioner. I don't know what is a vending machine. She's a kiosk. Even worse, she's a kiosk. Oh, but she nasty. You're lying. She has like, huh? No, the freaky off fridge. I've never heard her. I don't know what she says. It says, Nora is a supporting antagonist of Atomic Heart and the main antagonist of its DLC, Annihilation Instinct. Okay, so I assume that she's a girl. Not a girl, she gets, what you call it? Does she turn on you? It kind of sounds like she would turn on you. Does she betray you? No. I quote tweeted this earlier because I thought it was funny, but we've got Rapidash from the Pokemon series. I now know that the chairman for the Pokemon fan club has a Twitter account. This is a horse. You guys. Weird. This one I actually wasn't able to look up. I recognize it, but I don't know the name. This looks like Digimon, I feel like. Am I wrong? Is this a Digimon? You guys may need to help me out with this one. Oh, thank you. I couldn't remember what the name was because like I recognize it. Yeah, no. This is like an understandable one, I think, because like I get it. What about you guys? What are some of the hear me outs that you'd like to share? If you don't mind, I'll judge you here and now in front of your peers and coworkers. Hear me out. The Seekers from Celeste Chapter 5. I have to remember what they look like. let's see. Oh. Yeah. No, I got you. I think. I just typed in Seeker Celeste to go to images, and most of the results that are popping up, I'm not surprised. So this is what comes up whenever I search this. This little dude just kind of dirting around. But the picture right under it shows this. I don't know why people are like this. I don't know why people need to make this. Why they draw with the oh god, okay. We've got Dunsparce. Dunsparce? I mean, no, actually, no, I don't. I was gonna say, oh man, I know what you mean. No, I don't. I don't know what you mean. Leave Dunsparce alone. Leave Dunsparce alone, please. Luma Redwind from Ben 10. Ben 10 has been a topic of conversation that has been popping up a lot for me recently. We've been talking a lot about Ben 10 because there was a video that popped up of like if no one understands you, I understand you. Did she have like a really nice voice too?
I, Princess Luma of the Royal House of the Red Wind.
Did she have like a deep voice? I hope so. She looks really strong. She looks really strong. Hey! I heard you're really strong. Dragoness from Shrek. Look, they gave her lipstick and eyelashes. I don't know if they were like trying to make her hot or if she just is. I don't know. Maybe it's just like her essence, perhaps. Maybe it's the dragon essence that we were missing. That's why my life is in shambles right now. Look, you guys are so fun. I'm trying to think of like which one was the best out of all of the ones that we've talked about. Which one do y'all think deserves some love? Because the whole thing was like whoever put the best one or whoever put like the funniest one. Hi, hear me out, the Dimitri sisters. Nada, hear me out. Nada, hear me out. They have tits. That's just a tall woman. She's gorgeous.